VersAccounts provides you with a flexible and comprehensive inventory management system so that you can keep tight control of your inventory and be as flexible as you need for a customer. In this example with this part, we noticed that we have got the inventory stored at 3 different warehouses. So you can see how many you have on hand for each item, how many have been allocated to customers and therefore are not available. You can see how many you have ordered on purchase orders that are due to come in, and you can see what you're committed to in terms of sales orders, and therefore in this particular example see that you don't have enough in stock and you're going to have to order some. You can elect to allow customer shipments to take place from a preferred facility or from any facility that is holding the inventory and can ship the goods most conveniently. VersAccounts even supports the concept of a dropship warehouse. A dropship warehouse is a location where you don't actually receive the inventory into one of your own warehouses, but it is ordered from a supplier and then drop shipped directly to the customer to fulfill the order. VersAccounts allows you to create substitute parts. So when you find yourself in a situation where you don't have a particular item in stock and you can't get it fast enough, you can offer your customer alternate part items. In this example, we have a more expensive substitute or a cheaper substitute, but of course we could also create as many as we want which are identical except perhaps in terms of brand or some other category, and allow us to continue to do business. VersAccounts supports multiple units of measurement. In this example, we type in the first few characters of a part relating to a bottle of water. We see that at our Boston facility we have 2 boxes of water on hand and 18 individual bottles. That's because we purchase the boxes wholesale, we store them in our warehouse till we need them, and then we unpack them and we sell them individually. At any point in time, we can choose to convert one of the boxes from a box of 24 into individually stored bottles of water. And upon returning to the inventory on hand, we see that the number of boxes has gone down from 2 to 1 and the number of individual bottles has gone up by 24. In VersAccounts you can create bills of material. With a bill of material you set up a part and you can then create the elements of the bill of material inside that part. This is a particularly straightforward one. It's one level. It is a complete bed package which is made up of a series of other parts, finished goods, including 2 king-size pillows and 1 of a bunch of other things. You could have multi-level bills. You could include raw material. You could include labor, and the combination of those items gives you an item which you can sell individually to the customer. Also, executing on the bill of material itself is also fairly straightforward. Just in this example, we'll do a quick search on the bed package to see how many we have in stock. And we see we have 18, but we think we're going to have a marketing campaign, so we're going to create 2 more to bring it up to 20. We go into new build. I'll actually do it all today. We'll create 2 batches. We'll give it an internal reference number and we'll call it test 3, and we'll go ahead and create. Now you can see that in order to complete this part, the compilation of this part, We will need 2 of each of these items and 4 of this king size pillow, and we have plenty in hand. If we wanted to, we could add other parts to the bill of material, and we could even add time and rates to the bill of material, to the part, from a valuation perspective. But what we're going to do is we're simply going to just close this out with the 2 that were being produced. We can see that the build has been now complete. It's in our bill history. And if we go back and do a part search, we see that we have 20 in hand now, and all of those other finished goods that made up this package will have been reduced by the same amount. So just to recap, you can store inventory of many different types in your warehouses. And you can choose to store a part in any available warehouse, transfer those parts between warehouses, and limit which warehouses you can use to service individual customers. You can acquire inventory in any form of unit of measurement which your suppliers provide, and you can convert into any method which your customers prefer you ship them the goods in. And finally, you can make parts which are made up of other parts, or raw materials, or labour in the form of a bill of material, and put together that finished part on the fly as you need it or in advance. So that concludes our session on basic inventory management in VersAccounts.